Hello, everybody. January 17th. This explanation of a message. This is, again, maybe for me and for those I'm going to join, from Billy. It's like the 8th message from Billy to his family. This one's interesting because it describes the conversation he had with Jesus while Billy was on his deathbed. So part of it is that. So it's interesting. Into the fire, out other end. Lightning strikes twice, my friend. So into the fire, out other end. So that's kind of like lightning strikes. And remember, this one begins with lightning strikes and ends with lightning strikes. It's talking about Jesus. So into the fire, which is kind of into the darkness, into the pit. Out other end, came back out, resurrection. Lightning strikes twice, my friend. He's telling us he's coming here twice. That was once. Well, it actually be the third time he's coming, but first time he wasn't here. It was just mainly here to those who served him, the Spirit. So into the fire, out other end, lightning strikes twice, my friend. He's announcing it. You go west to family of mine. What was once mine, again is thine. His wife was once his, again will be mine, because she's been mine wife in other lives. She shall subside in worries and doubt once she learns more of what it's all about. So any worries and doubts she's having, anxiety will be lifted from her when she learns more about it. Trust in the Lord for his divine guidance. Heed the words with complete abidance. In other words, do what he says to do and trust in him and believe in him. And that's for everybody. I mean, when you don't, you're rejecting him, just like Peter did. I gave myself to do his will, even though at times a bitter pill. So he gave himself up to do that once he realized what was going on, why he was suffering. I heard him speak as I lay dying, all alone as I lay there crying. He won't forsake you if you turn to him, even at the end. All my fears were lifted with understanding. What I wanted, he was countermanding. His will, not yours. Let go and let God. And it says, Jesus' part here, it says, William, he said, thy soul is bereft. Why do you fight? Your time, none is left. Because why do you fight him? And that's even during our lives. Like he said to Paul, why are you fighting me? Why do you kick against the pricks? Don't wait till the end of your life here in this physical world to stop fighting him. Stop fighting him now. William, he said, thy soul is bereft. Why do you, it's empty. It's missing so much of what he needs. Why do you fight? Your time, none is left. You're out of time. Give thyself over, for I have need. So obviously he was fighting, letting go. Give thyself over, for I have need of your guidance to thy human seed. So he has need of his guidance for his human seed, which would be his 2 daughters. They have tasks of most importance. Your help they'll need for their concordance, for them to come in line and do it. Go to the place you'll be directed, soul to be cleansed of all you're infected. Just like these souls I send to the light, they go through this way station, the stopping point where they're cleansed and purified before they can enter, because they can't enter into heaven, still contaminated with corruption of the world, of life. That has to be cleansed. Like a decontamination point. Soul to be cleansed of all you're infected with, to prepare thee for cleansed with all you're directed with, all you're infected with, to prepare thee for role you'll play in making them whole, his daughters. So he's going to have a role in that. To your wife in this life, need not to worry, hers a longer story. So to your wife who was in this life, with Judy, need not to worry, because hers was a much longer story. Not as long like mine, but it's longer than his. She has her part, much longer than your part, for had many loves before. That's one of these wrap around sentences. She has her part much longer than your part, for had many lives before. She did. Journey you had just a beginning. Souls through your daughters shall be winning. So his journey continued mostly in spiritual form. Some do. Souls through your daughters shall be winning. So he'll be winning souls for the Lord through his daughters. So he'll be helping them. Peace, my son. Time now to go. Release those you love. Join heavenly flow. And that was right. This is when he stopped fighting him. Jesus was done talking. Then he said to his children, "Goodbye to my children. My time at an end. Once it was over, could not suspend." I mean, once your time is up, you can't stop. It doesn't matter who you are, what you're doing, what you have, don't have. You're out of here. In time, you too shall grasp the meaning. As you grow up, increase all your gleaning and your understanding of what you're learning from the Lord. Follow the words you'll receive through He, love of your mothers many times before me, which would be me speaking of. Follow the words you'll receive through He, me, was the love of your mothers many times before me, before Him. Many lives. Trust in their truth, these words, for they come from Dad. No longer do you need to feel sad. So trust in the truth, for they come from Dad, which is Billy. No longer do you need to feel sad, which they do have some sadness still. Lord speaks to me, then I unto you. Once you receive words, then you must do. And that's everybody. When you get word, and Jesus says, I need you to do this, do it. Tim, as am I, are merely middlemen. Jesus to me to Tim, and then, given to thee to help you to learn, ask for his help, as Jesus, then shall discern. So once you receive these words, communication from God, Jesus, directly and indirectly through other people or spirits, then you ask for discernment. Help me understand that. Discernment of his wisdom and knowledge, of his word and truth, and of him, his will. Love of God is like no other. Obey him above your mother. He's speaking to them. Love your parents. God comes first, always. I and others are here to assist. Be on guard, for evil shall persist. Until you make it into the light, evil is going to persist, trying to sway you the other way. Trust in your senses. Share all you see. Much you'll hear comes from me. In dreams and awake, Tim to discern. He shall help you both to learn. Many others around him as well. They too have much to tell. Go to thy rest, end of each day. We are all here to stay. Until you can stand on your own 2 feet, when darkness shall be unable to defeat. Lightning strikes twice once again, talking of Jesus, when final words are put to pen. So when the rhyme starts with ends, which Jesus has mentioned many times. Praise God, thank you, Jesus. That's the explanation for that one. Lovely little note. Again, I've gotten messages from other people over the years from loved ones, but they didn't continue because they didn't fully believe of the source of the message. They believe it was from me, or it wasn't enough detail. Again, if you're not going to believe the simple little stuff, the mere fact that of where it comes from, then you're not going to be given anymore. Why? Why fill your plate full of food if you want to nibble on one little bite? You're not going to bother filling up the plate. Simple as that. So, hope that helps somebody, even just to be awed by the neatness of it. Cool. As long as it's positive. Peace of Christ. God bless.